guys, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Tessa. I am so excited. I am bringing my little helper again, so it's going to be Cooking with Tessa and Savannah for this week. Now, we got inspired because yesterday our neighbor gave us a gigantic zucchini that came out from her yard. So we decided to do some favorites that we enjoy with our zucchini. We're going to be making zucchini 3 ways. So it's going to be zucchini fries, we're going to be making some zucchini rings, and we're going to be making a chocolate chip walnut zucchini bread. So guys, here are the ingredients for everything that you're going to need. You can tackle all 3 at the same time if you have a zucchini at home, or you can choose one and do that for the day. But it's a nice stormy day today, so we decided to do all 3, some comfort food, and it'll be some great things for the kids, and they won't even know that it's zucchini. I promise you. We are going to go ahead and start off with that first. And remember, I'm going to be making zucchini 3 ways, so I'm going to utilize the zucchini essentially in a third each time that we go ahead and make something. So I'm just going to chop off the end right now. And you would usually use a box grater for this, but I don't have a box grater, so I'm going to be cutting it up. So this is what I'll do. Separating my thirds right now, because remember, I am making zucchini fries and I am making zucchini rings. So I will be utilizing these 3 parts for the different things that I will be doing. So the zucchini bread, I'm going to go ahead and utilize this small part. Remember, like I said, you don't want the kids to know that there's actual vegetables in these. So you can go ahead and utilize more or less. It all depends, whatever you'd like. Okay, so you would use a box grater and you would then take a bowl and grate it out. But since I don't have a box grater, I'm going to go ahead and just slice this up small and then finally cut it up. And in another bowl, we're going to go ahead, Savannah, go ahead and put the 5 eggs in here. So she's going to go ahead and do that. Once you feel that you've incorporated everything nicely, you can go ahead and add your zucchini inside. Mix that around, and then we're going to add our 2 cups of flour. Now, it's your option. You can use regular flour, whole wheat flour, whatever you like. Your half teaspoon of nutmeg. You want to make sure you sift that so you don't let any little lumps go inside. Okay, whatever lumps you have, you can discard of. Then you're going to do 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Savannah's going to give me that. And I'm also going to do half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to go ahead and put my half a teaspoon of salt now. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm going to sift the baking soda through here as well. So once you sift everything through, you can incorporate it and then you're ready to go. Now this is going to go in the oven for about 50 to 60 minutes. So it's good if you make this the night before and you have it ready for the morning time. This is a great breakfast bread. Also, just if you want something in between meals. When it comes to baking bread that tastes delicious. So add as much as you like. I would say 3/4 of a cup or 2 handfuls is enough. If you like more, you can add more. Now you don't have to add nuts to this recipe, but we like that little crunch. So we're adding about half a cup of walnuts as well. You can substitute it for pecans, almonds, whatever you'd like. Or you don't have to go with the nut option at all. You can just keep it with the chocolate chips. Okay? And that's good to go. And in a small little muffin pan like this, you can go ahead and spray a tiny bit of baker's spray or some vegetable oil, whatever you'd like. Savannah, we're going to go ahead and put this inside like that. And we're going to get a nice bread. Now, we have some left over. You can take the leftover ones, you can put it into a muffin pan, and you can make little mini muffin ones that you can take on the go. So this is great for after a workout, about protein. There's a lot of good things in. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our zucchini fries. I'm gonna cut the end off of this. And what you wanna do is cut wedges. So however much zucchini you're going to use and have on hand, just cut some wedges. Okay, so this is pretty much what you're looking for, okay? This is really big. If you wanted to do it in half, you can do it in half, but in our house, we really enjoy zucchini fries. So you can take it this way, cut it down like that, and then you can cut it across. And then this way you have one like this, and the rest, and you keep the skin on for this. Alright guys, so we are ready to go. We're just going to take ours, make sure we shake off any extra egg, dip it right into our panko cheese and herbs mix. Make sure we have a nice coat on that. And then we're just going to line that right onto a cookie sheet that has parchment paper. And we're going to go ahead, finish all of this, and then put this in the oven. It's going in for 425 for 20 minutes. Guys, we are in the home stretch of our zucchini 3 ways. So we did our bread, we have already put in our zucchini fries in the oven, and now we're gonna work on our zucchini rings. So these are gonna be like onion rings basically, but just zucchini, and you're gonna bake everything, just like we did for the bread and just like we did for the zucchini fries. So we have 2 eggs right here. Savannah's gonna go ahead and beat that. You can use whole wheat breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, or your Italian breadcrumbs. I did a mix here of a little bit of Italian with some panko, and you're going to go ahead and use 1 cup of flour on the side. So essentially we're going to do a 3-part wash. We're going to dip our rings in our flour, then put it in our egg mix, and then in our breadcrumbs. So I'm going to go ahead, while Savannah's getting the egg ready, I'm going to go ahead and cut these up. So you want to make sure you want them about 1 inch of thickness, okay? And then you want to take a cookie cutter, a round one, and just take out the middle part of the zucchini just like that. So essentially there you go, those are your rings, and that's what you're going to do. I'm going to have Savannah cut the rest of these out. I'm going to cut this first, and then I'll show you guys how to put this together. Now, since your oven was already at 425 for your zucchini rings, the best thing is you can keep it at 425 because you're going to put the zucchini rings in there for 425 for 10 to 15 minutes. So keep an eye on them. Okay, you want to maybe put it halfway. Put your oven, put it at 425, but put a timer on for about 13 minutes so you can keep an eye on your rings. Okay, so Savannah has our egg wash ready. So Savannah, can you go ahead and finish cutting out the little rings and then put them to the side? And I'll show you guys right here as she's doing that how we're going to go ahead and put this together. Okay, so I have a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper on the side. Take your ring, dip it into your flour. Now, before you dip it into your egg wash, add a little bit of flavoring into that egg wash. So you put some garlic powder. You're gonna add some oregano. Now eyeball it, guys. You don't have to be precise on this. Some paprika, can be smoky paprika if you want a little spicy, or regular paprika. And some parsley flakes. So if you use the Italian breadcrumbs, you know that it already has some seasoning to it. You can opt out in putting some more flavoring into your egg wash, or you can just do it this way. I have some seasoned Italian breadcrumbs, but I wanted this to be nice and flavorful when we bite into this. Alright guys, so everything is set, and we did our zucchini 3 ways, right Savannah? So what do we have? Tell them again what came out the oven.
Okay, so we have chocolate chip walnut zucchini bread.
Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks.
We have some zucchini fries and some zucchini rings.
Some zucchini rings. So we're very excited for all of these. So we're gonna go ahead and plate some of that. Savannah's gonna put a little bit of chunky blue cheese here. You can use for the zucchini fries or the zucchini rings, you can use either blue cheese or ranch, whatever you prefer. So she's gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab a couple of them and plate it. So it should be nice and soft. Have that little crunch from the panko and the Parmesan. Look how pretty that looks. We are so excited. Savannah, take a ring, take 2 rings and put it on there. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut our zucchini bread. So move this up here so you guys can see. Go ahead. Yep. Nice slice of that. And I took out some salted butter. You can go ahead, like I said, you can serve this as a breakfast or protein. That honestly, you don't need the butter, but if you wanted a little bit of the butter, that's fine. You can go ahead and put some of that salted butter right there, and it'll melt right away. So Savannah's just cleaning up. Let me go ahead and clean up the plate a little bit so you guys can kind of see everything come together. Or Savannah, you know what we could use with this? Grab some marinara. We can dip that ring in the marinara. So that would be perfect. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. Look at how beautiful that looks. This is our zucchini 3 ways, and we had our zucchini walnut chocolate chip bread. We have our zucchini fries, the Parmesan panko. Oh, we didn't use Parmesan, Savannah. What did we use? Colby Jack. Colby Jack and our panko. We put a little bit of marinara so we can dip our zucchini rings, some blue cheese, you can use ranch, and we have our zucchini rings here. So excellent. Look how beautiful that looks. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We had such a good time using that humongous zucchini that we got from our neighbor, and we made this delicious goodness here, this plate. Some things that the kids won't even notice that you have zucchini in. Savannah, what are you excited to eat the most?
To be honest with you, I'm excited to eat the rings and the fries.
Okay, so the zucchini bread for her, she's a little bit hesitant on, but hopefully with that little bit of salted butter that we added to the top, she'll enjoy it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. As we always say, Savannah, if you like this video, what do you want? What should they do?
You should like this video, comment down below if you made this recipe, and subscribe.
All right, see you guys next time. What do we say?